Hello everyone, Seraphin here, welcome back for more Castlevania Aria of Sorrow. When I last left you guys, we were about to take on this particular boss here. That being said, I don't need to worry about his soul dropping, it will drop automatically. So I can kind of spec myself up for combat here. Not really anything worth equipping except this heart pendant, I guess, but... That being said, the Medusa head soul is going to be very integral here, and I'll show you why once we get to that point. And here we encounter the most threatening boss of them all, the giant bat. Very, very scary. Oh, just JK. It's this giant disembodied face and fists. In fact, I need to attack his arm like the intelligent person that or his eye rather, like the intelligent person that I am. And not his fists, because his fists are largely invulnerable. This is Ballore, I'm not sure how to pronounce that entirely, but he hurts a lot, and the only way to damage him is to hit him in the eye, his one open eye, and dodging his fists is not easy, unfortunately. This is only the first phase of this fight, too, I might add. There's going to be another one after the fact. That being said, if you're smarter than me... Oh, here we go. So now that that first phase is over, I can just use Medusa Head Soul to hover here next to his eye while he blazons the ground with fire, and I just swing at him with impunity. So, without that Medusa Head Soul, however, much more difficult. That fire will burninate your face, and not in a pleasant way. So there we go. We made an otherwise very difficult boss rather trivial with the Medusa Head Soul. It does not hurt that I have a very strong weapon that I believe he's actually weak to, but there you go. So we have the Ballore Soul, which is not all that great, so I probably won't be using it. However, the more important thing we get is the giant bat soul, the one that he squished. So this lets us turn into a bat and just kind of fly around wherever we want. Arguably the most useful soul you get at this point in the game. And I'll definitely be making use of that. We're going to switch back to the Gremlin here, and our rare ring for soul farming purposes. So here's the giant bat. Oh, I had something else first. And here we have Jay again. He looks rather pale. All of his memories came flooding back. That sounds interesting. It seems that your dark power triggered the return of my memories. How convenient. His real name is Julius Belmont. Yes, this is a descendant of the Belmont clan, therefore automatically an epic-level vampire hunter. Yes, he destroyed Dracula for good in 1999. You must destroy him, it is your destiny. Have you met Graham? You mean that missionary, right? He saw my face and turned and ran. Assuming he's Dracula, I won't be able to kill him yet. I need my weapon. Your weapon? A whip that was handed down to me called Vampire Killer, yes. A very original name. He sealed it in the castle to weaken Dracula's powers. He knows exactly where it is, that's very convenient. Despite the fact that I believe Dracula's castle technically is capable of rearranging itself at will. So I'm not sure how he knows exactly where it is when it might not be in the exact same place any longer. Like I said, we're gonna wait and do that second little portal there because it's prohibitively difficult without the gargoyle soul. So we'll come back to that later, just in case if I do end up acquiring a gargoyle by some random chance. It's not super duper likely, but you never know, might get lucky. I would like Killer Mantle more, but apparently that guy doesn't want to be very helpful to me and drop his soul either. So I couldn't get up here before because I can't quite jump high enough, but now that I have Giant Bat, I can just kind of float right up here without any problems. And those Skull Milioni guys poisoned me, which is never any fun. Apparently not terribly badly, because I can still 3-hit kill these beam skeletons, but... And here we have a Succubus and a Lilith. 2-for-1 action here. Succubus far more threatening than Lilith. There's also a rubber ducky in here, I just noticed. I don't really know why, but... I mean, let's be honest. If I was Dracula, I'd want to have a rubber ducky bath every once in a while. So where do we have that black cloak? Here we go. So this is actually more defensive than our rare ring, but it drops our luck by a considerable amount. So I do want to keep the luck bonus for as long as I can and not horribly die. So I'm going to keep it on for the time being. The rare ring, I mean, not the black cloak, obviously. Thankfully, these Skull Milioni guys are a little less threatening than the Rubicons were. There was the little alcove we got Levitain in over here. And again, these guys just kind of fold like paper here pretty quickly. To the might of my giant shiny sword. There was a Bale? Yeah, Bale down here. Another one of those lions with many leg kind of deals. Its soul's pretty interesting. I think it's an intelligence boost, actually. But that's another one of those enemies that's very few and far between in terms of trying to get them. There's nothing up here. It does not appear. There is something over here, though. We have more Were Tiger. Oh, more Killer Mantle, too. Perfect. Maybe I'll actually get him this time. Please give me your soul, Mr. Flying Carpet Man. Thing. Majigger. That's not very nice. Get back here. Nope, still nothing. That being said, we run into more Were Tiger. And then Mr. Giant Skeleton, who is a reskin of the Creaking Skull, but considerably more powerful. But that being said, it still falls under the might of my epic Holy Sword. And that is the only place you will see that particular monster. And it's at the end of this very long hallway where there's other stuff in the way. So farming that particular soul, massive pain in the butt. Probably will not be doing that. You know, I know I brought up the idea of maybe doing 100% soul stream, but now that I'm looking at how annoying some of these are, remembering rather, how annoying some of these souls are to get, I'm starting to reconsider already. We'll see. Like I said, if it's something you guys want me to do, I'll do it. So please feel free to let me know in the comments if it's something you would actually enjoy watching. If not, I won't. Don't worry about it. I'm not going to pad this out just for the length or anything. But if it's what the people want, let them eat cake as it goes. Although I did recently learn that's not actually something that Marie Antoinette actually said. That being said, we can talk history some other time. That being the arena, that's pretty much all in the arena here. There's not much else to it. In fact, that is literally all there is to it, except for that one little area that I didn't go down, which I'm not going to be going down. At least not yet. Now, if this guy would give me his soul, that'd be great, but I need the gargoyle if I'm going to go down that particular route, and I don't have it yet, so. In fact, there's not many other places to get the gargoyle soul. Well, I guess there's some right here. But my chances of getting that lucky are pretty darn slim, methinks. I'm actually not a very lucky person at all in real life, and I have, bad things tend to happen to me quite often. I'm not one of those people that necessarily believes in karma, per se. Especially because if I did believe in karma, then something's wrong. It's not like I'm a bad person or anything. At least I choose to believe that I'm not a bad person. I don't do bad things to people. I'm certainly a lot less personable than I come off in maybe some of these videos or something, but I'm not like, I don't know. I'm not a bad person. I don't think I am. If you knew me, judge me at your own peril, I guess, but if the whole concept behind karma is that good things happen to good people, or good things happen to people who do good, then something's wrong. Because I don't do bad things. So I shouldn't deserve the bad things that happen to me. But you know what? It's part of life. Again, that's why I don't believe in karma, because if I did, then there'd be something wrong. I'm not... It's not that I'm not a spiritual person, it's that I'm not deeply religious or anything either, so... The irony, too, because I mostly play clerics and paladins when I roleplay. So I play very spiritual characters and very religion and faith-focused classes and whatnot. Those are my favorite, actually. But in my real life, it's not quite exactly the same. In fact, you know what I should have done is go to that stupid teleporter room. Why did I come all the way back down here? That was not intelligent of me. Although there is a bunch more of the underground reservoir we have yet to see. But I can get to it much quicker if I go the way of the teleporter room, so why don't we do that? And maybe I'll come back here some other time to grab some souls. That being said, I'm not massive fan of the arena, so being out of it is not something that I'm going to weep a whole lot of tears over. Or any, for that matter. Where is that gate again? It's up here. Okay, just making sure. It's very easy to get lost, unfortunately, in this game, just because it's a big castle, but also because the doors are not always intelligently placed. So let's head over back to the underground reservoir and take a look at more of that. Like I said, there's plenty more to take a look at. So we're actually going to transform into a bat here and fly around these guys. So much easier. That being said, if you'll notice, transforming into a bat does sap quite a bit of my magic power, so I can't maintain the form for terribly long. It's really just a means of getting from point A to point B. That being said, there are a couple of bullet souls that you can use in conjunction with the giant bat. One of which being, ready for this, the bat soul. I know, right? Crazy. Basically, you can use the effect of the bat soul while in bat form. The other one, I believe, is you can actually use the fire demon soul, or the flame demon soul, while in bat form, which is really cool because it's like you're breathing fire at things. Man, that really sucked my mana away, didn't it? Alright, so I actually want to get behind the waterfall because there's another room in here. This is the Flesh Golem. There are very few of these in the game as well. In fact, this might be the only one, if I remember correctly, but it's got a ton of hit points. It has a very interesting soul. The soul of the Flesh Golem allows you to eat things that otherwise would not necessarily be edible, like rotten meat or spoiled milk, that kind of thing, and actually heal off of it, as opposed to losing health from eating it. Alright, so I need to fly back up there, but I need to recharge my mana first. A couple of these should be fine. Yeah, it drains very, very quickly. I don't know why that is the case, considering that's something that you kind of need to use to get places. I spoke too soon. I need all three of them. Here we go. And in here we obtain the Wronginus' Spear. Wrong is the emphasis here because it is wrongly translated yet again. It's supposed to be the Longinus Spear, or the Spear of Longinus, that, so to speak. You'll see it's not that much weaker than what I currently have. And it is also Holy Element. And the reason for that being, in terms of Christian mythology, the lance, or the Spear of Longinus, is the spear that was used to pierce the side of Christ while he was on the cross. So it is regarded as like a holy relic, so to speak, in Christian theology. I don't know how prevalent it is. What is this? Oh, I get a gun? I thought you only got the gun in hard mode. Oh, heck yeah. The best part about the gun, it's not very strong, but you can hit things from a distance with it. But you'll notice, if you look very closely, the shells actually fly out of the thing and bounce on the floor. How cool is that? And also, why am I only shooting one round at a time? I'm sure it's semi-automatic. The other interesting thing to note is that Soma does not need to reload this thing. It's got infinite ammo and a bottomless clip. Oh, really? You jerk. Get out of here with that. That being said, I did come all the way up here just to grab that particular little treasure there. There's not much else to do going this direction. So we're going to head back the other way. But I got a neat little toy out of it. I'll take it. It's a long way down. Holy smokes. I probably won't be making a whole lot of use of it because, as I mentioned, it's not very strong. But it is really fun. Oh, I know what it is. So if you play hard mode, there's different equipment drops across the map, and also they're in different places. The ones that already existed. So the Cleave Soulish here is still in hard mode, but it is not where I found it. It is in a different place. It's actually where I found the Joyeuse, the Jewel Sword. And so I think in place of it is something that you only get in hard mode, and I can't remember off the top of my head what exactly that was, but in hard mode there is another gun. There is a silver gun that fires silver bullets, and as you might imagine, silver bullets tend to be a bit better than regular ones in terms of killing hordes of undead and otherwise not nice creatures. So the silver gun only obtainable in hard mode. but very, very cool and very strong. Also, considerably stronger than the regular handgun. I don't really feel like dealing with Mandragora right now, so... I probably won't play through hard mode on the channel, just because you've already watched me do this once, and it's not any different. It's just a little more difficult. So we won't worry about that. That being said, we will worry about exploring the rest of the underground reservoir in the next episode. So until that time, thank you all very much for watching. I really do appreciate it. Thanks for sticking with me so far. We're getting there. We're almost toward the end. So I will see you guys in the next episode. So until then, this has been Seraphin. Stay classy, internets.